Okay, so today we are going to be joining our last two little makes together. So if you haven't seen already, my last two videos we were making these tiny little pumpkins and these tiny little ghosts. I will pop a link in the description below to both of them. Today we are going to be joining them all together to make a bunting. So to do that, what we're going to need is, I'm using black yarn. You can use whatever colour you want, but I think black would be quite nice, quite Halloween-y. Pair of scissors, and I'm using a 3mm crochet hook, but obviously adapt that as needed. So to start, what we're going to do is we're just going to lay out our shapes. Just figure out what order we want. I think like this will do. Okay, now obviously you can make as many or as few of these as you like. I've obviously only got 2 ghosts and 3 pumpkins, but you can have 10 of each if you fancy. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take our black yarn and pull out a fair bit. Okay, so what we're going to do is make the chain that holds them all together. Now you're going to want to leave a fairly long tail here before we do our slip knot. Now this is because we're going to use this tail to make a loop, which can be used to hang your bunting. So you can hook this over a curtain pole, or a door handle, or a hook, anything that works. So we take our hook, we make our slip knot, we pop our hook into the loop, tying it up. So now we're just going to do a chain stitch. So to do that, we hold our yarn and our hook parallel. We bring our hook in front of the yarn, catch it, and pull it through the loop. And we're going to do that again. Bring the hook in front of the yarn, catch it, and pull it down and through the loop on your hook. Now we're going to repeat this until our string is about 1 metre long, I think. Obviously you can make this or as long or as short as you like, but if we're going to do 1 metre, like myself, then I think we'll aim to do probably around 200 chain stitches. I think that will probably be enough. So I will carry on with that, and once this is 1 metre long, we will rejoin back here. Okay, so once your chain is at your desired length, what you're going to do with your hook still in the loop is you're just going to pull that loop out a little bit like that with your hook. So you've got a nice big loop that you can pull your yarn through. We're going to cut a tail, fairly long one, like that. Get rid of our yarn, and then we're going to take our tail and pull it through the loop and tighten it up like that. Okay. So that is our chain for all of our pieces. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start with our first one. So what we're going to do is flip it over because we're working into the back. We're going to take our hook and we're going to find a suitable loop to pop our hook through in the back. Now this just needs to be something that's fairly easy to push your hook through. And we're going to do the same on the other side. So maybe this guy here. So there we go, so we've got our hook through 2 loops in the back. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our chain and use the hook to pull it through that first loop. Okay, now it might seem a little bit tight, but it will go through. And we're just going to pull it like that. There we go, it's through the first one, pop it over the hook again, and use the hook to put it through that second loop. There we go. And that is our first little bit on the chain. So, let's go to push it down all the way to the end. So now we're going to do a ghost. So going to flip it over. I'm going to pop our hook in. There's 2 loops in the back, like so. Going to use our hook to pull the chain through, like so, and then we just use our hands and there we have it. That's pretty much all you have to do to attach it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to attach the final 3 of my little ghost and pumpkins, and then I will rejoin you back here when it's all complete. Okay, so now we've got all of our little pieces on our chain, so they're ready to be hung up. All we need to do now is we need to make our loops at the end so that it's easy to hang up on a hook or whatever. So what you're going to do is you're going to take that long bit of the yarn that you left, that tail, you're going to fold it in half like that, so you've got a little bit underneath the knot, and you're just going to tie it up like so, and just give it a little tug so it's nice and tight, and that forms your loop. So we're going to snip off that tail, that's one loop, and we're going to do the same on the other side. So we're going to take our tail, fold it in half, leaving a little bit longer on one side, and then we just simply tie it over, both bits at the same time. And we're just going to tighten it, and then we cut off the tail. And there you have it. Your Halloween bunting is complete. So if you made one of these for yourselves, please share it. I've got an Instagram page which I will link to below. I really like seeing all of your makes, so if you could do that, that would be great. And if you enjoyed this video, then please give it a little like, and my channel is subscribe. It really helps me out, so thank you very much.